Good morning. This is the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. My name is Dave Burney.
And I am Brent Apperson. Good morning.
Got a good show lined up for you today. Been in the mid-50s this morning. A little fog moving in and out here and there. Please drive with care. Just found something out this morning.
Oh.
There's a supervisor meeting today up at the courthouse upstairs in the meeting room. So I'll be covering it. Do you think I should take some coffee cups?
Oh, well, you sure could.
Butter up the supervisors a little bit?
Yeah.
You know, maybe I should take it, to the treasurer and all those places too, because, might get a little break on taxes.
Hey, you never know. They might, extend the deadline for you just a little bit.
They might.
If you bribe them with a KCNI 75th anniversary coffee cup.
Yeah, maybe Steve Bowers, the county attorney, I could get him a cup, put some candy in it.
Yeah. The supervisors might reevaluate your property taxes.
That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe lower your value a little bit.
And if I got a speeding ticket or something, maybe Steve could fix that for me.
Oh, yeah.
Whew. Or maybe
begs the question, just what are these worth? Huh?
They're worth about $1.50 at a garage sale, according to.
Yeah, kind of. We set that price yesterday during our trip out and about.
Well, I'll just maybe if I have time, I'll take some with me and hand them out with no.
Yeah, no
strings
attached.
attached.
Yeah, no strings attached. Just a nice gesture.
Yeah, and of course, maybe if they would think about cutting taxes for me a little bit, maybe for Custer County Broadcasting, a reevaluation.
Yeah. I don't know if they're worth that much, but you never know.
They're sentimental, 75-year anniversary.
Now, if you throw a T-shirt in there, who knows?
T-shirts would be easier to take than coffee cups.
Yeah.
But they could have their coffee cups right there.
Yes. Now, wouldn't that be? Now, I tell you what, if you do that, would you get a picture? I think that would just be great with each supervisor sitting there at the table with their coffee cup right in front of them. Get a picture of that.
That would be nice.
That'd be great.
I might have to take somebody with me to the beginning of the meeting, because I don't think I can carry that many cups by myself. Now, if we got rid of all our boxes yesterday, so I don't know if I have a little box to put them in, that would work. But I don't want to, walk in there and drop one and break it in front of them.
Well, no, don't do that.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
Starts at 9, so I'll have to do some hustling here.
Okay.
But they are going to be talking about opening bids for the Anselmo Grain Crossing relocation, which has been in the works for a long, long time.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. And also the final decisions on property valuation protest and destroyed real property will be at 1 o'clock with the Board of Equalization. I won't be attending that, but that's after dinner.
All right.
Okay. I might take those cups along. Might be worth it.
Yeah. Just for the photo op.
Yeah.
I think that'd just be great.
Well, we were lucky enough to run into and catch Tim and Dell yesterday at Culligan Water.
Yeah, it was great talking to those guys.
And as you heard, we wanted to repeat this. They've found a new location, temporary location. You can now find Culligan Water at 221 South C Street, which is northwest of Team Physical Therapy. They have a drop box there as well that says Culligan on it. So they are continuing. They didn't miss a beat. They went to work the very next day after the roof was lifted off of their building on Fifth Avenue. But they have a temporary location now at 221 South C Street here in Broken Bow. Oh, those frogs. Custer County Fair is coming up Saturday, and the theme is It Takes a Team. Good theme.
Oh, yeah, for the parade?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Did I say parade or just fair? Fair Parade this Saturday, July 27th. It starts at 6 p.m. and get there early, get your spot. They'll have some bleachers in the park in downtown Broken Bow. They'll also have, of course, sidewalk space on both sides of the street where the parade goes through. We'll go by Custer County Chief. We'll have an announcer stand there, announcer stand at the park. Excuse me. And we'll be having the audio of the parade on KCNI Radio, 1280 AM, 96.3 FM, online at KCNI1280.com. And that is brought to you by the Tumbleweed Cafe in Broken Bow. They've been doing that for a number of years now, and we appreciate that very much. Prairie Pioneer Center today, on this 23rd day of the month of July, 2024, chicken noodle casserole, carrots, and fruit. Call them at 872-6121. If you're not a regular customer, let them know you're coming by 9 o'clock this morning, 872-6121. And you can also set up home delivery at that same number. Ask for Kathy. Let's see. Today is the 23rd, so tomorrow's the 24th, and that is the beginning of Nebraska's big rodeo in Burwell. And they'll have performances Wednesday through Saturday at 7:30 each night. So be sure and attend one of those nights. They got things fixed up pretty good from the storm that tore things up a couple of years ago. And they'd love to show it to you, so come on up. Also tomorrow, blood drive in Arnold at the Community Center from 8:30 until 2:30. And also in Broken Bow, a blood drive tomorrow at the Broken Bow Municipal Building. And so that's at 8:30 to 2:30. Okay, I think I've got the notes that I wanted to get through here read this morning. We'll be having Errol Seed as a guest here in a short period of time. Also Mark Stock with Big Iron Auction Company, Off-Broadway Assisted Living, and Team Physical Therapy on our guest list today. Plus, we have a few other things we want to tell you about. Let's play the game.
All right, here we go. Asking questions about the historic landing on the moon, which happened 55 years ago. Which of these historical artifacts were taken aboard Apollo 11's lunar module? So when they went to the moon, which of these historical artifacts were taken aboard Apollo 11's lunar module? Did they take with them Galileo's first telescope, a copy of the Declaration of Independence, parts of a Wright brothers airplane, or part of a Mercury space capsule? Which of these historical artifacts were taken aboard Apollo 11's lunar module? Was it Galileo's first telescope, a copy of the Declaration of Independence, parts of a Wright brothers airplane, or part of a Mercury space capsule? If you know, call us at 872-2801.
I love the morning show.
Wake up with us. We sound way better than this. KCNI KBBN Radio.
When you're starting your day on the go, or when you just don't want to mess with breakfast at home, express options at the Tumbleweed Cafe are the way to go. Sandwiches, burritos, cinnamon rolls in the drive-thru from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. At lunch from 11 to 2, it's burgers, chicken strips, or sandwiches and fries, quick and easy. Take and bake casseroles are available as well. Pick up in the drive-thru weekdays until 6. Delicious lasagna, cheesy pasta taco bake, Texas spaghetti, and more. Drive-thru or dine in, or visit the Sunday Buffet. East Highway 2, Broken Bow, the Tumbleweed Cafe.
Gosh, we didn't get a call. That doesn't happen very often. What's the answer?
They took with them parts of a Wright brothers airplane.
No.
Yep, that's what it says.
That's crazy. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I found it.
Okay.
No, I didn't.
No.
Oh, here it is.
What are you looking for? Can I help?
I am very special. I got a card from Mom down in Arkansas.
Mom down. Wait a minute. My mom?
Oh, my mom, yeah. Our mom down in
Peggy
Arkansas.
Apperson sent you a card?
Yeah.
I guess I better go check my mailbox.
Let me open it up here.
Wonder if she sent me a card.
It's from Ms.
I'm guessing no.
Peggy Anderson down in Bella Vista, Arkansas.
I hope that's Apperson.
What did I say?
Anderson.
Yeah, Apperson. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't know if I can talk or not every other sentence. Okay.
Yes.
All right. It says, Dave. This is from Peggy Apperson, mom.
My mom.
Down in Arkansas. It says, thank you for the beautiful bouquet of flowers. Such a nice arrangement. Such a nice surprise. Your kindness means so much. You are now my favorite adopted son.
What?
That's what it says.
Let me see that.
I'll let you read it.
She said favorite.
Yeah.
She called you her favorite.
You are now the favorite adopted son. You two guys make my day every morning with the breakfast show. Thank you for being so good to Brent. Oh, that's not a problem, Mom.
My goodness.
You are a special guy.
So good to Brent.
Yeah, that's what it said right here on the card. You are a special guy to all of us. Thanks again. Mom. Here it is. You can read it.
That's okay. I wouldn't
lie to you. She said, let me just repeat a couple of things here. You are now the favorite adopted son, and you are a special guy to all of us. And thanks for treating Brent so nice.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, life is good. Alan Jackson, Ring of Fire, right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Oh my gosh, this is kind of weird, but it's a coincidence. Yesterday we visited with the Radiator Man
We did.
About Amy Winehouse, one of his all-time favorite artists that he requests quite often, the song Valerie almost every day. This is the anniversary of the death of Amy Winehouse. She passed away back in 2011, 13 years since the tragic death of the singer. And that was in 2011. The English singer suffered from addiction and died of alcohol poisoning when she was only 27 years old. So this is the anniversary. So I think that's just a red flag for addiction, and a lot of people fight that. But we did lose her, but her music lives on and on and on and on and on with the Radiator Man. It's National Vanilla Ice Cream Day, celebrating the ice cream flavor. So boring. I'm not going to read the rest of this. I didn't pre-read this. It's no, it's I don't think it's boring. You just put a little chocolate on it, and it's good.
Well, see, there's my question for you. Vanilla ice cream. I like vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
But it's always got something on it.
Yeah, a little something.
So there you go. So just vanilla ice cream in and of itself, would you consider it boring?
Not
as
really.
an ice cream flavor?
You know, my wife gets this ice cream at the store that tastes like homemade ice cream. It's real yellow.
Oh, yeah.
That doesn't need anything. Most of the time, if I got just a regular vanilla ice cream in a box, I put something on it. But this ice cream it tastes like when you made your own ice cream on 4th of July.
Yeah, kind of the old-fashioned vanilla
that
ice
doesn't
cream.
really need anything. It's got that taste to it, and it's really good. But just regular white blah ice cream, a little chocolate, little butterscotch, some little cracks of nuts on top.
I like strawberries.
Oh, yeah, strawberries. I don't care for strawberries on ice cream, but...
Really?
No.
Oh, wow.
But, well, they only got them little seeds in there. Kind of like tomatoes.
Although I will say this, a good soft serve vanilla ice cream cone. I do very much enjoy those.
Oh, those are good. Yeah, but not as good as chocolate.
Yeah, I'm not. For me, I would now twist. You put them together. Oh my goodness. That is reason for celebration right there. One of the greatest things ever created. You put vanilla and chocolate together on an ice cream cone.
Not a bad idea. Birthdays today. We're going to celebrate Alison Krause's birthday. She is 53 today. Grammy-winning bluegrass country singer and fiddler, started competing and winning music contests when she was just 10 years old. She's on tour right now with Robert Plant. She is 53, and I can tell you, she looks sharp at 53 on the stage. She really does. She really, really
kind of
does.
like me. We're the same age.
Yeah.
And at the age of 53, we both look amazing yet.
I don't think
That's
you
awesome.
look as good in a sleeveless top. I'm just telling you. Just being honest about it. We'll be right back.
Geared for Sports has what you need to participate in your sports activity. If you're needing something for the season now, they have it. But don't forget to get ready for the fall sports season in plenty of time, too. Right now, you'll even find select football and volleyball shoes at 30% off. Geared for Sports, shop with them Monday to Friday 10 to 6, Saturday 10 to 4, and Sundays noon to 4. They'll see you soon on the west side of the square in Broken Bow.
There's an issue cutting through the partisanship in Congress. It's AM radio. The overwhelming majority of legislators, Democrats and Republicans, support a bill to keep AM radio in cars. But time is running out. Text AM to 52886 and ask Congress to bring this bill to the floor for a vote now. AM radio is too important to let this moment pass by.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to STOP. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
You're listening to The Breakfast Show on KCNI KBBN Radio.
Just in time, Logan Girardin from Arrowseed in Broken Bow, Nebraska. Good morning, sir.
Morning.
How are you?
Oh, I thought I was running a little bit late, but I guess I'm right on time.
Well, you're 10 minutes before the hour. That's perfect.
Yeah, I got caught watching a video this morning on YouTube.
Oh, you can do that. You can go down the old YouTube rabbit hole, huh?
Oh, yeah. So there's this doctor whose channel that I watch. He does a lot of like metal detecting and exploring and all that stuff. He's kind of got a little history, I guess, of not, he's not probably the best doctor.
Yeah, it happens.
Anyway, he was exploring an old homestead and fell into a big hole.
Oh, my.
They pulled him out, and he goes, I think from now on I'll just leave the well alone and only treat the sick people.
That is awful. That's one of the worst ones ever.
Thank you.
I know you take pride in that. Wow.
Yeah, that's showbiz, though.
It is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you bomb.
Exactly.
Oh, Logan.
It's the joy of being on the radio, is nobody can see me.
That's right. Well, yes.
Well, yeah, except for Facebook.
Facebook people can.
Yeah.
So, try to regroup here.
I'm just wondering how many people are trying to search for that YouTube channel right now.
Probably a lot.
These days, probably. Oh, Lord. So what's going on at Arrowseed and Broken Bow, Nebraska?
Well, I don't know if you guys have noticed the bugs are out in full force.
They are.
Mosquitoes are running rampant.
They
now.
are thick. And you know why. You look across the way and there's a pond of water sitting there because of this nice rain we've been getting. That's the downside.
Yep. So we do have some products to help control mosquitoes. So mosquitoes lay their larvae or part of their life cycle in water, in stagnant standing water. We have a product called mosquito dunks that kill the larvae, so you kill the mosquitoes before they're a problem. So you can put them in bird baths, in old tires, just anywhere that's going to collect water. They dissolve in the water and kill the mosquito larvae.
I think that you'll find that more and more cities and municipalities understand that's the best way to control mosquitoes. You see a little less spraying than you used to and more application to water. So we've all discovered after so many years of spraying every night that, you can do that, and it temporarily takes care of it for a while, but really you need to break that chain.
You gotta treat the source, basically.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same way with grub control in your lawn. You don't treat for the June bugs, you treat for the larva that would then turn into a June bug, and that larva is grubs. So you control it at the source.
And the grubs are not a good thing anyway.
No, not so much.
Yeah. Where are we at on that with our yards? What?
We're probably maybe a little bit on the back
late side,
but not out of the question.
Well, it might be able to stop more damage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So, and the other thing you're seeing a lot of now is some fungus issues where we've been so wet and humid and then really hot, but not consistent. I've got some spots of rust in my yard that I don't usually have problems with. Not a lot you can do once you see it. You have to put a preventative on, but you don't know if you're going to need a preventative or not.
Yeah, that's one of those.
So it's kind of a catch-22.
Yeah, it is. No harm done, I guess. We go next season, it'll be different. But
yeah, and you can always put the fungicide down as a preventer every year, and then you won't ever have to worry about fungus issues. It's just some years the conditions aren't right for it.
Can you refresh us on yards as far as watering goes, when the right time to water? I think sometimes that gets a little confusing. A lot of folks used to water only at night because they didn't want to fight the sun and evaporation and all that sort of thing. but I think there's I don't know if it's a new train of thought. There's just the right way to do it. Which is the right way to do it?
Usually it's a deep, infrequent watering, so you want your soil profile to be full. So that might mean you only water it once every week, once every couple weeks, but a really deep, let them run for a long time, but not to the point where they're going to puddle.
So every night probably isn't as good as every fourth or fifth day.
Yeah. Yep. You don't need to run them every single night. If the grass doesn't need it, why water it?
Okay. Is it better in the night or day? Does that matter?
Usually in the night, your plants are going to take that water in better because they're not going to breathe it all out. They're not going to evaporate it.
Right.
So, but if you keep your your soil profile full, really shouldn't make a difference.
Okay.
Because those plants are going to be happy regardless.
All right. So for folks out there who don't have the underground sprinkler system, you can probably, keep up that way.
Yeah.
But if you have one, don't do it every night.
Right.
Okay.
Just a deep, infrequent watering is usually the way to go on turf.
Now, we've been fortunate this year. Mother Nature's been doing that for us about every
Yeah, but those have been deep,
days.
frequent waterings.
Well, some of them have. Sergeant got 2 inches here yesterday morning, and we didn't get a drop here.
So it absolutely poured at our place. So we live about 8 miles east on Highway 70, and it absolutely poured buckets for about 10 minutes. And that was it.
Yeah.
We got 10 hundredths out of the deal.
Yeah. And in other places, they got an inch or two.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but okay. I'm glad you answered that. And we're kind of on the second side of summer here for our lawns and our gardens and so forth. Some of the gardens are being invaded by insects as well.
Yes. So I actually just sprayed my sweet corn patch with 7, and it controls corn earworms and blister beetles and moths and any garden pest you can really think of. So I actually sprayed my tomatoes and peppers and green beans and all that stuff too to control that. We do have 7 dust, which works well also. It's just, the dry version, but it does just the same.
All right. Have you heard of anybody having any big, bold tomato plants this year? I mean, I think these cool nights and this...
My tomato plants are huge.
Are they?
But they don't have a whole lot of fruit yet.
Do you think they will?
Judging by the amount of blossoms they have, yes.
Okay.
And I think the only reason they have so many blossoms is because I actually sprayed some blossom set, or pepper set, tomato set, whatever you want to call it.
We should have did that.
So, and we have that at Arrow Seed.
Is it too late?
No. Nope.
Okay.
Not at all. But it's amazing the plant's response. You can go from just having a couple blossoms, couple flowers, you spray it, and here a couple days later, it's just everywhere.
Wow.
So I do have one jalapeno plant right now that I did not spray any on, and it maybe has a half dozen jalapenos on it. Right next to it, I sprayed another jalapeno plant, and I bet you I have at least 2 dozen, maybe more, peppers hanging off that plant.
Gosh.
So, it works. The blossom set, I'm a firm believer of.
Okay, be worth a try because ours, for the second year in a row, have been kind of spindly, tall, not the big bushy, and not a lot of fruit.
Not a lot of fruit.
Yeah.
So that could be a fertility issue also.
Okay.
So on my plants, I put the fertilizer spikes when I plant. And I do that on all my tomatoes and all my peppers. And it seems like it takes them just a little bit to get going. But once the fertilizer does its job, it's ridiculous what they can produce.
Okay. A couple of garden tips that are well worth taking part in and trying. Excuse me. So how are we doing on the ag side? What's going on out in the fields?
We're kind of in that in-between time almost. It's getting to be a little bit maybe on the late side for your cane or sorghum, sudan, or millets, but you're not past that window yet. Here closer and further into August it's going to start transitioning over to your small grains again, so your wheat, triticale, barley, oats, that type of things.
Okay.
So we're on the downhill slide on the summer crops, on the summer forages, and we're going to be sliding right into the winter type forages.
Okay. All right. Well, you've went 10 minutes with a very bad joke to start with, but a lot of good information since then.
Hey, bad is good and good is bad.
For you, that's right, Logan.
Exactly.
I mean,
there's no such thing as bad publicity.
That is true. They say as long as your name is mentioned, it's a good thing. I don't know how far you can take that, but
I guess we'll find
I mean,
out.
you didn't commit a crime. You just told a bad joke.
Oh, it should have been a crime.
It was criminal. Thanks, Logan.
Well, tune in next week, and we'll see if I can lower the bar even further.
Okay, I'm sure you can.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. News is next on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
You are listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. Go, go, go! On KCNI, KBBN, Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. At least 27 states now pledging their Democratic delegates to Kamala Harris. CBS News estimates that's the support she needs to become her party's official presidential nominee. Small donations now total about $100 million since Sunday. CBS's Peter Navarro.
CBS News has learned that $150 million and other mega donor commitments for a PAC supporting Harris, an anti-Trump PAC, has now come back into the fold.
GOP's VP pick, J.D. Vance, attacking Democrat switch from President Biden to Harris. CBS's Taureen Small.
He's trying to tether Joe Biden's exit to the Democratic Party at large, saying they're covering up, in his words, his fitness to continue to serve in the office.
Just in from Washington, House Speaker Mike Johnson and Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffrey say they're forming a bipartisan task force to investigate the attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Jake from State Farm. I'm winning. I finally cleaned my house, so I'm breaking out my new tropical room spray.
Keep winning and create an affordable price just for you by bundling your home and auto with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. It's like your own personal paradise.
Ooh, hey, grab me a coconut water.
Bundling, just another way to save with a personal price plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hi, I'm Angie Hicks, co-founder of Angie. When you use Angie for your home projects, you know all your jobs will be done well. Roof repair? Done well. Kitchen sink install? Done well. Deck upgrades? Done well. Electrical upgrade? Done well. Angie's been connecting homeowners with skilled pros for nearly 30 years, so we know the difference between done and done well. Hire high-quality certified pros at Angie.com.
And now it's time for a look at Nebraska news. In a story released by KNOP, a North Platte man who struck a woman in the throat with a machete was found guilty in Lincoln County on Monday. Previously, Jai Dumasamy entered a not guilty plea with a defense of insanity. The defendant has schizophrenia, and his lawyer claims that he was having an episode during the time of the incident. In court, Dumasamy withdrew the not guilty plea and pleaded no contest to the charges of second-degree assault. With a no contest plea agreement, all other charges against him were dropped. Around November 8, 2023, law enforcement responded to an assault on South Taft and East Phillip Avenues. Upon arrival, police found the woman suffering from minor injuries. The court found Dumasamy guilty of second-degree assault. He is back in court for sentencing on September 23, 2024 at 10 a.m. This has been a Nebraska News Update. I'm Jack Simpson reporting from Central Nebraska's News Source.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Eddie Garcia.
News from the NFL, where Green Bay Packers starting quarterback Jordan Love is in training camp, but he will not participate in practices or games in the preseason until he gets a new contract extension. He's set to make $11 million this season, the final year of a mini extension he signed last May. Basketball news: in their final pre-Olympic tune-up game, the USA got by Germany 92-88. LeBron James scored the final 11 points for the U.S. He finished with 20 points to lead them in the victory. Now, the U.S. had some close calls, but they did finish their pre-Olympic exhibition exhibition games with a perfect 5-0 record. They open up Olympic play against Serbia this coming Sunday in Paris. In baseball games of note, the Astros were shut up by the A's 4-0. Mariners fall to the Angels 3-1, so Seattle and Houston are still tied for the AL West lead. NL West leading Dodgers edge the Giants 2-1. Phillies top team in the NL East and in baseball lose to the Twins 7-2. NL Central leading Brewers fall to the Cubs 3-1.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Today, with daytime highs approaching 85. Winds out of the south around 5 miles per hour. Lows level off around 63. Tonight, mainly clear skies. Mainly clear skies. Tomorrow, daytime highs approaching 91. Ample sunshine and dry Thursday and Friday with highs in the low 90s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Currently 60 degrees under a sunny sky. Winds are out of the east-southeast, light so far today. Barometric pressure may be on the rise slightly at 30.11. Humidity is high at 96%. We did have some foggy conditions this morning. Yesterday's high was 82 with an overnight low of 55. Sunset at 9:05 today. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:26. No measurable precipitation in the past 24 hours as of 7 o'clock this morning. Our total for the month, 3 inches and 7,700. 60 under a sunny sky. You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And with our next guest, here's Brent Apperson.
All right, we got our good friend Jeff Denson with Team Physical Therapy joining us this morning. Good morning, Mr. Denson.
Good morning, fellas.
How you been?
Really good.
Been busy?
Yeah, it has been very busy.
Let's see. What are the topics of conversation you'd like to take us through this morning? You want to start with team and tell us what's going on there?
I think the biggest thing we're working on right now is setting up all schools for concussion testing for fall sports. So we're hoping to do that the first couple of weeks of August. So we'll be we've already been in contact with some of the schools, and we're going to get in contact with the rest of them, get times set. So, and basically that's just, we're going through Sway Medical, and it's just an app on the phone that we take them through a test that sets their baseline for the season. So I think we're going to do 6 or 7 schools, and we'll have the baseline testing for that. And so for parents, just be aware that we're getting the baseline testing done. We'd like to do all kids in all sports this first go around. Mm-hmm. So if you have a student that's only doing basketball or a student that's only doing track, we want to get them in at that school time and get that baseline done now rather than having to wait and trying to filter them all out later. So hopefully, I think we're starting Tuesday the 6th with all of that, and we'll be traveling around to different schools and catching them as they're doing their conditioning and get that done. So
has that become a prerequisite by the NSAA now to compete in high school sports?
Yes, so there's a state statute or law that basically, and that's been, I don't even know how many years that you had to do. Then it was impact testing for all students that were in sports 7th through 12. And yeah, that's still in place. Mm-hmm. It had become a little bit lax in certain areas of the state just because the impact testing became pretty expensive and couldn't, that sort of thing. So there's other companies that have made, and we're going through Sway Medical now. It's not expensive, and it's done very, very well. So, we want to make sure every kid 7 through 12 that's in sports gets one done.
Yeah. And this isn't necessarily like the sports physical where you have, or say, I think in some cases the parent has to see that the child gets that taken care of. You actually go to the schools and can get everybody done.
Yeah, we're going to bring Broken Bow schools into the clinic, and then I think we'll be in the clinic in Callaway for South Loop, so hopefully that will be. We'll just coordinate with each school, whichever they can do. Nathan, Scott, and I are going to do most of them and take care of those, getting them all in the system and ready to go. And for parents, that just basically says we have a baseline. If you have a child that has had a head injury, a concussive event, something that's given them neurological symptoms, whether that be headache or dizziness or those sorts of things, we have a baseline to compare when to return them back to sports. So, and those are free of charge. The next testing, we don't get charged for them either. So it's a and the school takes care of all the concussion testing. It's $5 a test. And then every school has a concussion protocol. We're going to be communicating with the schools to make sure everybody's up to date with their concussion protocols about what the process is for return back. We are utilizing doctors in like Callaway and Broken Bow to sign off on the concussion test. So we give the test post concussion, and then we have basically an independent medical review of the test to say yes, they're good to return back. And so if you have a concussion that's bad enough that you're going to be out more than a week period, then at that point we really like to do symptom tests and have you see your doctor and just make sure we're not getting worse. That's the biggest thing with concussions. You just don't want to be getting have a bigger head injury that's progressing into something worse. So that's all within the protocol of we'll check them out. If they get injured on a Friday night, if they're symptom free for 48 hours, we can retest them. And so that would allow them to be back at practice kind of by Thursday night or Friday, that sort of thing. And then if it's worse than that, then we're taking weeks out and don't do that. And the test will tell you whether or not they're good to go. It's great. It's amazing. So it takes all of the guesswork out of concussions. So
that's what I was going to say. I mean, history has shown us how serious concussions can be. To kind of take the guessing game out of it, this is wonderful protocol to have in place.
Yeah, I think I'm in my 24th year doing this. 21 years ago, there were a lot of kids I put back in football games that I really wish I could get back. So that's but they were symptom free. Yeah, and that's the biggest risk. But you can't do the minute testing that we can do now for balance and that sort of thing, and speed of eye movement and things of that nature that you can't tell if it's back yet. But we have programs that can. So. Yeah.
Now, just one more question regarding this topic. Do you have to go, you yourself, since you give the testing on the front end, is that something that you had to get licensed to do, or had to go through protocol yourself?
So basically, our company was trained we've been trained on the Sway Medical app, basically. Yeah, and then we've done some other stuff concussion-wise, just so that we're up to date, sideline-wise about what we should be doing and checking and that sort of thing. So, yeah. And our staff is all trained on that. So good. They're all ready to go. And, as a matter of fact, we're going to meet this Thursday about reviewing everything and with all staff and make sure everybody's comfortable and ready for this season.
All right. Sounds good. Other things that are happening through team physical therapy you want to talk about?
I'm just excited for Fair Week for everybody. So hopefully everybody has a great fair. It sounds like the weather won't be much higher than 91. That makes for a good fair.
Yeah.
Non-hundreds is best.
We've had some of those fairs, haven't we?
Yeah.
Where it's gotten up to near triple digits.
Yeah. But no, I think just excited for this time of year is getting ready for the fall sports season is great for us. I enjoy it.
Yeah. And if anyone has any questions, maybe they're going through some things that they maybe want to get looked at. I know you guys take walk-ins, I think, at every clinic.
Yep.
Is that
Absolutely.
right, Jeff?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, and sometimes on Tuesdays and Thursdays in our outside offices, we'll get back to you as soon as we can, that sort of thing, if we're doing out doing other things. So it's, but for the most part, come in, we'll figure out a time and get you going.
All right. And currently, Team Physical Therapy has clinics, of course, in Broken Bow, Callaway, Burwell, Gothenburg.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Well, our clinic is still open in Kearney through August 1st.
Okay.
And then we're going to be stopping that location at that point We've coordinated with our therapist down there. She's found another job, and we tried to get her to come move up to Broken Bow, but it didn't work. So, and all our staff is taken care of down there. So, but we're going to move from that location and kind of concentrate on the areas where we're at. So.
All right, sounds good. Let's see, any other topics that you wanted to address here this morning?
It's Area Baseball Week for Senior Legion. We're hosting in Broken Bow.
And you're kind of involved in the American Legion baseball program, aren't you?
Yeah, just try to help out a little bit with it. We're going to start the tournament on Friday. First game is going to be McCook and Holdridge at 11 a.m. Second game will be Central City, which was an add to our area that hasn't been there in the past, a really good team. It's going to take on Minden at 1:30. And then we're the 2 seed. We're going to take on Donovan Trumbull Giltner at 4 o'clock. So that's all on Friday. That's a little bit early. We did that because we're having the Broken Bow Sports Club is having a fundraiser downtown. I think they're going to open the beer garden and everything at Legends, and then some outdoor activities in the park for kids. I think they're going to open it at 5:30.
Yeah,
we'll still be playing.
What the flyer says. Yeah, 5:30.
We'll still be playing baseball then, so stay at the park as long as you can. Brent's going to be a part of it, also.
That's what I hear.
You can come down and see that. We're going to finish our game against Donovan Trumbull and then basically leave the field and head down there and then have the ball drop, hopefully sometime around 7 o'clock, or a little bit later, depending on if we're in extra innings.
Yeah,
so
there you go.
It'll depend on game time, and we're not going to drop it until we're done with the Legion, and then hopefully everybody from the Legion field can come down and see this event and start the first fundraiser of a really good, hopefully new organization.
Yeah. It's an organization that I believe you're on the board of directors of. Are you not, Jeff?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I had Coach Witovic and Coach Morris asked me to be a part of it. Just, I think, mostly for the fundraising portion of things, and knew that I was really passionate about for sport athletes and helping kids that maybe are a little less fortunate than we get to be. So
yeah,
yep. So it'll become a large passion of mine soon while I'm empty nesting, I suppose.
There you go. Well, for those of you who aren't familiar with the Broken Bow Youth Sports Club, it is a new organization, fairly new, that has been formed.
Yep, just sort of.
And the mission behind it, you can add to this or correct me if I say anything that might be out of place here. But I think the mission behind it is to help youth participate in athletic competition and not have the cost of participating in that competition be a deterrent from allowing them to compete, whether it be outfitting them with shoes and such, whether it be going to a camp during the summer to learn more about the sport. That's kind of what this group is about, to help with some of those financial costs, allowing youth in our area to participate in sports.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay.
So we're working with the Custer County Foundation. We will obviously be utilizing them for donations, so it's tax deductible at that point, and then utilizing local sources for all equipment, and going to work with Geared for Sports to get everything we need. Hopefully, he can get anything we need ordered in, and so it'll basically be through coaches of youth sports or coaches of other athletics that will bring us requests, and if you have a need at that point, that's how it will be processed. So.
All right. So, again, attend the special fundraiser. It's a ball drop. You can purchase a ball for the ball drop for $25,
yes,
I believe.
Yep.
Only 200 are going to be sold, and then we'll drop them all out from high in the sky, and whatever lands closest to the target. I think you're paying out for the closest 6 to the target.
Yep.
So it'll be a lot of fun. And as you mentioned, a lot of things going on before the ball drop. You mentioned a meal deal, $8 hot dog, baked beans, and chips that they'll be selling. So come on out, bring the family.
Yes.
It's going to be a good time.
And you can come to the concession stand at the ball field before that if you want to.
Hey, there you go.
Get something
I
before that.
think that's a perfect double header. Come
Yes.
out and cheer Broken Bow on Friday at 4.
Yep.
You play Donovan Trumbull Giltner.
Yep.
And then after that, go downtown to Around Legends is where everything's going to be set up for the Broken Bow Youth Sports Club fundraiser.
Yep.
All right.
Perfect. So with our Legion tournament, obviously it's our area or district tournament that qualifies to state in Holdridge. Holdridge is already qualified because they're hosting state. And we obviously hope to be progressing through. We'll play the late game on Saturday night, no matter win or lose. It'll be 7 o'clock on Saturday night, so come out and see us then. We'll play the late game on Sunday, hopefully, and that'll be at 6 o'clock on Sunday. Come out then, and then if we continue to win through the bracket, it'll be 7 o'clock on Tuesday and 7 o'clock on Monday, and then 5 o'clock on Tuesday will be the championship. We hope to have the Broken Bow squad in that and progressing on to state. So we're really excited. I think that this will probably be one of the most competitive tournaments we've had in that we've competed in the last, since I've been involved in 18. But I also think we have probably one of the best hitting squads we probably had ever too. So I think we're ready for the task, and the kids are really excited, and the younger kids coming up are really getting better, and we're excited. So come out and see your Broken Bow American Legion play some ball.
All right, and we're happy to announce that we'll be broadcasting every Broken Bow game from the tournament on KBBN 95.3 FM and KBBN.com.
Sorry, it's during Fair Week, fellas. I apologize.
That's the way it works out. Otherwise, we'd sure be doing some video too.
Yeah.
But can I ask what Brent is doing at this event on Friday? What is his task?
I believe you need to show up to find out.
Okay.
I think we've got insurance. I think it's going to be. I think there's.
Now wait a minute. I don't know if I was
most
shared any
safety
of this
precautions
information.
are going to be taken. I think.
Oh boy.
But yeah, it'll be worth the sight.
Okay. Just come and find out.
Absolutely.
See if he will need the insurance policy.
Yes.
That sounds exciting. I like the sounds of that.
Show up at the square. You'll find out.
Okay. Thanks, Jeff. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we'll take a quick time out.
Throughout July, it's savings time at RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow. Red hot buys await you inside their doors, including Benjamin Moore paint and the accessories and tools you need to apply it. Walk down the aisles and look for the red. Milwaukee tools are in stock and ready to go home with you to make life easier. Browse their selection of grills from Weber and Traeger, as well as sauces and seasonings for your grilling. Red hot savings are at RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow. Open Monday to Friday, 7:30 until 6, Saturday, 8 until 4, and Sunday, 11 to 5.
Convenience. It's something we all look for in our day-to-day life, and sometimes it can be hard to find. Fortunately for you, you can stop looking for more convenient ways to bank. At Bruning Bank, our online and mobile banking is there whenever you need it to make sure your finances are in order. From keeping tabs on your account to setting up spending controls when you're on vacation, you are in control. And with a lot of the scams and fraud in today's world, you can look at the checks you write, transactions on your account, and set up alerts. It's time to build, grow, and thrive. Call Bruning Bank today. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
That's as far as I'm going to go with that, because I don't want to go back to Brent's comment about his stage presence. We'll be back right after these words. Mark Stock's coming up.
Tired of unexpected car troubles putting a misfire in your day? Introducing C&M Auto in Anselmo. For routine maintenance to major repairs of gas and diesel cars or light and heavy-duty trucks, go with C&M Auto. They boast the latest diagnostics to diagnose and fix your vehicle's issues with quick response and a very competitive labor rate. Plus emergency 24-hour service rates outside their 9 to 5 Monday through Friday hours. Call 308-749-2277 for C&M Auto, located south of Chandler's Honey off Highway 2 in Anselmo. C&M Auto.
Homeowners, landlords, and business owners of Custer County and beyond. Is your lawn begging for a makeover? Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair has the magic touch for your green oasis. A 4 or 5-step fertilizer program, sprinkler repair expertise, and top-notch aeration and mowing. Transforming your yard into a lush paradise is just a call away. Call Kyle at 308-870-0348. Serving Custer County and beyond.
Sharon Lawn Care and Sprinkler Repair, where the grass is always greener.
Don't let falling behind on your spraying affect your yield. Now is the time to book fungicide and insecticide applications on corn and soybeans with Aero Aviation. Not only can you fight disease, but you can improve plant health at the same time, increasing yields. Easily control insects like grasshoppers, rootworms, beetles, and western bean cutworms with the help of Aero Aviation. Call Casey, Melissa, or Kim with Aero Aviation at 308-872-5113 to talk about your options.
Well, hello, everybody. Mark Stock here. Good morning. Van Wall Equipment will be utilizing Big Iron to sell 40 high-quality items. Van Wall's a John Deere equipment dealership with various locations across Iowa. They'll be selling 2020, 21, and 22 year model machines like combines, quad-track tractors, mechanical front tractors, Brent grain carts. There's a wide variety of draper heads, different sizes, also a wide variety of corn heads. Several of these are 12-row 30 folding, chopping corn heads, and they will all be sold today starting at 10 o'clock this morning. 40 items once again, selling to the highest bidder on Big Iron. And then tomorrow, folks, a big sale. We're featuring over 2,160 items. 160 different sellers are utilizing Big Iron to sell their quality equipment. Sellers like the Druhard brothers from Harper, Kansas, 64 items, including John Deere 9460R four-wheel drive tractor and 2 Case IH combines, a 9230 and an 8230, plus they have 2 Case IH 2162 flex draper heads. Midwest Electric Service from McPherson, Kansas, folks, 243 items, a telehandler. They have several service vehicles. They have a huge electric parts inventory. They have a lot of specialty tools like Greenlee and Rigid that will also sell tomorrow. Acres Equipment, folks, with locations all across Nebraska, will sell 2023 year model combines, quad tracks, track tractors, draper heads, and corn heads, plus some John Deere self-propelled sprayers. An outstanding selection will sell on Wednesday from Acres Equipment. And Butler Machinery Company, folks, will sell 2 2019 Fendt Ideal 8 combines. John James and Della Merle Jenkinson Trust will sell 83 items. They're by Meade, Kansas. William Volk by Hazard, Nebraska will sell 69 items. Milton Wiegand is retiring from Chapel, Nebraska. They have 35 items. Lynn Post and Pipe from Lynn, Kansas has 101 items. Arvin DeBoeuf is from New Sharon, Iowa. They have 46 items. Brent Gravity Wagons, a super clean John Deere 7810 mechanical front tractor with only 5,626 hours. David Goebbels is by Randolph, Nebraska. They'll be selling a John Deere 700 grinder mixer and a 1977 John Deere 4430 tractor that's really well cared for. The Roth-Lutner Family Limited Partnership by Kilgore, Nebraska will be selling some hay equipment, 2012 New Holland H8040 self-propelled windrower, a New Holland L185 skid steer, and a Polaris UTV. Gaylord Lawson is retiring. They're by Hayes Center, Nebraska, folks. Case IH MX120 tractor with a loader and a grapple fork. Herbert Bose is by Laurel, Nebraska. They also have a Case IH tractor. This is a CX100 tractor with a loader. And then this Thursday, folks, Tractor Central, which is a John Deere dealership group throughout Wisconsin, they'll be selling 69 items from haying equipment, field cultivators, sprayers, combines, tractors, fertilizer and chemical applicators, compact track loaders. They've got a great selection of high-speed disc forage harvesters, draper heads, and corn heads as well. Please dial up the Big Iron website for that sale that takes place on Thursday of this week. And then next week on Monday, folks, please be watching the Sullivan Collector Car Sale that features some unbelievable cars, including a 1969 Mustang Boss 429 with only 22,182 miles. These cars are so extremely rare. This has original paint, and it's immaculate, and it will sell to the highest bidder here on Monday, July the 29th, along with another great lineup of cars selling out of the Midwest area. Dial up BigIron.com for all of the information on these upcoming auctions. And folks, if you've got equipment you would like to sell, now is the time to call us. 402-564-3369. We'll have the rep come out and visit with you. We do have our Husker Harvest Days special auction that's coming up right after Husker Harvest Days, and they are listing equipment for that auction period right now. We've also got several land auctions that are scheduled, so we want you to talk to a real estate professional if you are buying or selling farmland. We have some really nice livestock specials that are taking place, and the reach of Big Iron is all across North America and beyond. So if you want to expose your land, your machinery, your livestock to the largest viewing audience with a trusted source and name in the auction profession, please give us a call here at Big Iron, 402-564-3369. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. Appreciate it. Another great report from Big Iron Auction Realty Company, and Mark's always got a lot of things going on. We just got this news flash in. Breaking news. Oscar Mayer Wienermobile crashed on highway near Chicago.
Oh, no.
Yes, one of those Oscar Mayer Wienermobiles crashed near Chicago yesterday, and the local radio traffic reporters had a lot of reports on it. It hit a Hyundai and rolled onto its side. Thankfully, no one was hurt.
That's good.
No word if the driver was hot-dogging or just trying to catch up traffic. Either way, it put other drivers in a pickle. How often do you get to use a Wienermobile crash as an excuse to be late? Relish it.
Wow.
That just in.
Very creatively written story, too, I might add.
Speaking of creators, question mark.
Yes.
Elon Musk is now saying the Tesla will use humanoid robots by the end of 2024. Now that Tesla announced it's developed robots that look like people, how long before Musk is crowned the king of the androids? Tesla's new humanoid machines called Optimus were supposedly to be ready for light factory work, like, folding T-shirts and things like that by next year. But Musk has a habit of making promises that he doesn't keep. Remember when he assured investors that his fleet of roboto taxis would be on the road by 2020, and that has not happened yet. Is it going to happen? It could, but maybe not on the timeline that he is indicating these will be usable. That's some of the Breakfast Show news this morning. We'll be back right after this.
Good morning, Captain. Good morning, Captain.
You're listening to the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Is pain keeping you from doing what you love? If your neck, shoulders, back, or knees are preventing you from feeling your best, it's time to take action. Whether you've had it for years or it's due to a recent injury, you don't have to live with the pain. Pearson Physical Therapy of Broken Bow offers personalized treatments and flexible appointments that work around your busy schedule. Call Pearson Physical Therapy at 872-5800 or visit us on the web at pearsonpt.com. The treatment you need, the care you deserve.
At Power Solutions, they know that finding the right solutions can sometimes be hard. Maybe you're just in need of Vermeer parts or maintenance. Give them a call at 308-872-5522 or stop in 2 miles east of Broken Bow on Highway 2 and let their Vermeer sales rep and parts person get you fixed up. That's 308-872-5522 for Power Solutions, your Greater Broken Bow area Vermeer dealer.
Jimmy Buffett, Come Monday. Remember playing that when I first started here off a 45 record. And it was one of those you could play either as country or pop or rock. And that was one of his very first big songs, Come Monday. And that was a cover that he did. Reed says there was a large mustard and sauerkraut spill associated with the Chicago Wienermobile accident.
Oh, my.
So an update there from Reed Rogers. Large mustard and sauerkraut spill associated with the Wienermobile accident near Chicago, Illinois. Tragic, but
Yes.
no one was seriously injured.
Good.
I don't know if they could roll the hot dog back up on its wheels and continue on, but hopefully there wasn't too much damage to the hot dog. Hopefully it didn't look like when you overdo one in a microwave.
Yes.
Well, Brent, I know that we sometimes disagree on things.
We do? You and I?
Even though I am the favorite adopted son of your mother.
Here we go.
We tend to not think alike. We don't always agree on everything. And this is another situation where I'm going to highlight our differences.
Okay.
Because sometimes when I bring up outer space and life in space, maybe some other beings out there, you don't roll your eyes, but you come close. So let me just
all right. So
just bring this to you.
What's going on? Another alien sighting or what?
Not quite.
Okay.
NASA has found proof that Mars was once like Earth.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The NASA Mars rover accidentally made one of the biggest discoveries of its entire mission. Proof that the red planet was once very much like ours. One of its wheels run over a chunk of something yellow that turned out to be pure sulfur. That sort of thing shouldn't exist on Mars, and scientists think that it indicates how livable the planet may have been a long time ago.
Interesting.
Yeah. There could have been, fast food, could have been ball games, could have been political activity on Mars.
On Mars, way back when?
Yeah.
Maybe, I guess.
Well, I mean, how'd the sulfur? I mean, sulfur doesn't belong on Mars, according to those scientists. Yeah. Most of us wouldn't know.
I didn't know that. I didn't know we had a rover up on Mars.
I'm not sure we do right now.
Oh, okay.
I think this might have been before, but I'm not.
Right.
I thought that was over with for right now too. I don't know, but there's all sorts of theories out there. We could probably have people living on Mars, and they might not tell us.
Well,
I mean, top secret.
Mm-hmm.
While we ponder these things, we have to work. We have to make a living.
Yes, we do.
And we need to make good money for our families and ourselves. And I have just the place here for you. BD is looking for you. If you want a great career, BD is interested in hiring you. If you're a hard-working, dependable person, they'd love to have you join their team. They offer competitive wages, a team environment, and day one benefits. A few years ago, you wouldn't have thought that was possible. They'll offer you benefits your first day of work, including health, life, dental, tuition reimbursement, and more. Apply online at bd.com/careers. You can also attend open interviews every Wednesday from 3 until 4 in Broken Bow. Again, that's bd.com/careers, or stop in on Wednesdays between 3 and 4 p.m.
Our good friends at Wild Rose Gallery are going to be hosting a photo and art competition, which is open to everyone 14 years of age and older. And they encourage you to enter all types of art. All types of art may be entered. They include fiber arts, sculpture, woodworking, pastel, paint, floral decorations. They will be on display for a week. Also colored pencil, photos, pottery, etc. Accepting everything and anything, it kind of sounds like, in their photo and art competition. Would love it for you to get involved. You don't need to be, say, an artist to enter to win. They just encourage you to get involved. So you can enter as many times as you like. You can enter different types of art in different categories. There is a $5 entry fee for each. Items need to be brought to the Wild Rose Gallery from 9 to 1 on August 17th. So that's the day that you can bring in your items to show off and enter into the competition. Again, that's 9 to 1 on August 17th. And then there will be a public reception on Friday, August 23rd at 7 o'clock for everyone to come out and take a look at the things that have been put into the competition. They're also paying out a grand prize of $100. And they will be awarding 6 awards of excellence at $25 and 10 honorable mentions at $10. So tell your friends and your family and get involved in the photo and art competition sponsored by Wild Rose Gallery. Again, this is open to everyone 14 years of age and older. And items need to be brought to the Wild Rose Gallery for the competition from 9 to 1 on August 17th. If you have any questions or would like to know more about the competition, contact Wild Rose Gallery.
More great jobs available. The Nebraska Department of Transportation is hiring, and they have exceptional opportunities for highway maintenance workers to join their team in Arthur, Hyannis, Mullen, Stapleton, Thetford, or Broken Bow. They are looking for good hard workers who would be part of the team. They support the work environment with creativity and innovation. They provide training and career development, advancement opportunities, ample paid time off, work-life balance, and a comprehensive benefits package that includes a matching retirement contribution. You need to apply online for these jobs at statejobs.nebraska.gov. The state of Nebraska is an equal opportunity veterans preference employer.
Speaking of job opportunities, here's another one for you. The Wood River Township in Oconto is looking for a part-time motor grader operator. It would be approximately 80 hours a month. For more information, you can contact Scott at 308-440-9444. Certainly experience would be preferred, but they are willing to train the right candidate. So for more information, contact Scott at 440-9444. That's the Wood River Township in Oconto, looking for a part-time motor grader operator.
Nebraska Land Hearing Center, ready to make sure that you're enjoying life to its fullest. If you're hearing bits and pieces of conversations, if you have to ask for a repeat of a sentence, more often than not, you probably want to go and find out where you're at with your hearing. As a matter of fact, even if you're hearing pretty well or you think you're fine on hearing, it's a good idea to get a test to have a base. Just like in other areas of medicine, sometimes they start with a base so that they can monitor any changes. And you can do that by calling 308-384-3852 to make an appointment. If you need hearing aids, they are going to be available through Roxanne at Nebraska Land Hearing Center with all types of technologies and all types of pricing to fit your budget. Also, I want to really make a very strong point on this. Yes, you can buy hearing aids. You see ads on TV all the time. If you actually thought about getting hearing aids and you made the mistake of looking online, then every time you open your phone up or your computer up, there's all sorts of hearing aid ads. And they'll sell them to you. And then after you get them, if they don't fit properly or they're not working the way you thought they would, or maybe they work for a while and quit, that's it. But with Roxanne, she has free extended warranties on new hearing aids, and she also takes care of you after the sale. So you can go back in and get those adjustments, ask questions. So make an appointment with Roxanne at 308-384-3852. All right, something that we probably need to talk a little bit more about. It's a tradition that's been going on a long time. And on July 31st, they'll have a teen dance out at the Custer County Fairgrounds, sponsored by the Broken Bow Elks, Past Presidents Association. It's open to all area teens. It's only $6 admission, and the kids can dance the night away. So be sure and tell your kids that there's a teen dance out at the fairgrounds on July 31st, which is Wednesday night. That's a Wednesday night, July 31st, and it's sponsored by the Broken Bow Elks Past Presidents Association. It's been going on for as long as most people can remember. Used to sometimes have two teen dances, I think, years ago, but they have a good teen dance, something for the kids to do at the fair this year.
Yeah, nice way to kind of wind down after all of the showing and things that the kids have done at the fair.
Yeah, and I don't believe there's anything in front of the grandstands going on Wednesday night this year, so it's important to have something for the young people to go to. And never can play this song without telling the story first, so I apologize in advance that I've told this story before, but a year or so ago, I was in a garage sorting through my dad's radios. He collected radios, and I was going through them, kind of trying to figure out which ones worked and which ones didn't. And there was one that I put up on the table, and the old radios, for you folks who are a little older, remember it takes quite a while for them to warm the tubes up before it comes on. And so I was plugging in different ones, and I'd wait a lengthy amount of time, and some of them would maybe light up, but then crackle and nothing happened. But this one particular radio was already evidently set on KCNI, and when I plugged it in and turned it on, the tube started glowing and music started coming out of it, and it was just appropriate for this particular song. It was like going back in time with this radio that Dad had, and he served in World War II in the Pacific, so it was kind of airy almost. It was really cool. It's called Made in Japan, Buck Owens. Brent Apperson is back in with some more paperwork. What do you got there, Brent?
Well, our friends with Thomas Livestock want to remind you and invite you out to one of the most popular events at the Custer County Fair. And one of the reasons it's so popular is it starts with the word free. Mm-hmm. And then it follows with food. Free Pit Barbecue. It is coming up on Monday, July 29th, serving from 5:30 until 7. A big part of the Custer County Fair, the 54th annual, and of course we now refer to it as the Tuffy Winberg Memorial. Free Pit Barbecue, and rightfully so. Free beef sandwiches, beans, chips, water or tea. Dairy Queen Dilly Bars will be handed out as well. And they want to say thank you to all of the volunteers and donors who continue to make this annual tradition a success. So we encourage you to come on out and enjoy the Free Pit Barbecue, the 54th annual at the Custer County Fair. It's Monday, July 29th. They'll be serving from 5:30 until 7 at the Custer County Fairgrounds.
Thank you, Brent. We'll be right back.
Essential oils have so many benefits, including aromatherapy, health, and well-being. Varney Pharmacy is happy to offer their customers Loran Oils, a family-owned and operated business. If you've never used essential oils, they are highly concentrated extractions from plants, flowers, fruits, and herbs. And they can be used for massage, bathing, body care, fragrance, or even cooking. Go view the selection they have at Varney Pharmacy soon. downtown Broken Bow.
Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers is proud to be servicing the Custer County area, and currently land is moving at a high rate of speed. So if you are considering selling your land, now is the time, or get an opinion of what your land might be worth. Call me, John Farley, at 308-530-7854, or check me out at lashleyland.com.
8:57 in the 9 o'clock hour, we'll be giving you a chance to register for $75 cash on Friday in honor of the Thrive for 75 giveaway. And we're also going to give away a couple of bull riding tickets.
Oh, nice.
Custer County Classic. But I'm really going to stick my neck out here. This is asking for a very small group of people. But I want you to pass the word out there that in the 9 o'clock hour, when we open up the phone line, want to give these to somebody who has ridden a bull.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, let me just ask you.
Yes.
Does a mechanical bull count?
Let's start with a real live animal.
Okay.
And then if we have to, we'll go to the mechanical. So pass the word. Somebody out there who has ridden a bull in their life, anytime during your life.
Now, when you say rode a bull,
yeah,
are you just talking got on the back of one, or did they have to complete the 8-second ride?
Oh, no, they wouldn't have to complete the ride.
Okay.
No,
right.
I mean, very often they don't. So just if you had the maybe courage or craziness to get on one.
All right.
In the 9 o'clock hour, we'll give you a chance to win 2 tickets to the Custer County Classic held on Monday.
Broken Bow, Nebraska.
CBS News Brief. A day after the head of the Secret Service, Kim Cheadle, testified on Capitol Hill about security lapses ahead of the assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump.
As a director of the United States Secret Service, I take full responsibility for any security lapse.
House leaders say they're forming a bipartisan task force with subpoena power to investigate. Vice President Harris hits the campaign trail in Wisconsin today with support growing for her new presidential bid. CBS's Jared Hill.
CBS News estimates a majority of Democratic delegates across more than half of U.S. states have endorsed her, enough to potentially win her party's virtual vote next month ahead of the Democratic convention.
The father of an Illinois woman killed by a police officer tells CBS Mornings,
"We were all misled."
Newly released body cam video shows a sheriff's deputy shot Sonia Massey in the face after she called 911 for help. She was black, the officer white. He's pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
O'Reilly. You've got questions? O'Reilly Auto Parts has answers. Need a pro you can trust? We've got that too. No matter what you need, our professional parts people have the training and expertise to help you do things right. Deep automotive knowledge. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people. O'Reilly Auto Parts.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Nick Cope.
The NFL and the Players Association have had high-level discussions about adding an 18th game to the regular season. NFLPA Executive Director Lloyd Howell told the Washington Post that they haven't reached a point of having formal negotiations just yet, but he plans to discuss the topic with players soon. Reports say Jets' new pass rusher Hassan Reddick is holding out of training camp until he can get his contract upgraded. He's set to earn just over $14 million this year on the final year of his deal. USA basketball coach Steve Kerr said Kevin Durant is day-to-day as he recovers from a right calf strain. Kerr added that Durant will not be replaced on the Olympic roster. The Miami Heat were named Summer League champs, and in tennis, three-time Grand Slam champion Andy Murray announced the Olympics will be the last tournament of his career.
Here's your weatherology forecast. Sunshine mixed with clouds at times. Today, with daytime highs approaching 85. Winds out of the south around 5 miles per hour. Lows level off around 63. Tonight, mainly clear skies. Mainly clear skies. Tomorrow, daytime highs approaching 91. Ample sunshine and dry Thursday and Friday with highs in the low 90s. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Jennifer Wojcicki.
Improve grain quality more efficiently with AGI mixed flow dryers. The dryer's screenless operation and computerized moisture control deliver consistently higher quality grain and heavier test weights per bushel, translating into maximum return on investment. To learn more about energy-efficient AGI mixed flow dryers and how they can add profitability to your farm, contact your local dealer or visit aggrowth.com. AGI, we're right there with you.
From grain storage and handling to conditioning and monitoring, AGI is right there with you, supporting your expertise with the largest catalog of industry-leading solutions. All to ensure your grain gets handled properly, you stay safe, and your profits continue to grow. We're AGI, and we're all in. To learn more about how AGI can support your farm, contact your local dealer or visit aggrowth.com.
It is 9:06. It's 68 out right now under a sunny sky. Brent and Dave with you. Also, we call them special guests because they're special. Off-Broadway Assisted Living is here. And I just, ladies, wanted to read something that is going to highlight the importance of good food. Now, they have good food to eat at Off-Broadway Assisted Living. Now, we know that.
Yes.
Correct? So, I have for you the top 3 grossest foods in the world. But remember that it's something that the people that eat it really love. So I'm going to ask you if you would consider having any of these dishes at Off-Broadway. Okay, blodpot is a dumpling filled with blood. Very popular.
Popular where?
Well, let's see. It doesn't say on this particular one. But fermented aged shark meat from Iceland was the second most popular with the people in that area. And a sardine sandwich from Spain was ranked third grossest.
I'd have to agree with all of those.
What, a sardine sandwich? Oh my gosh! I think my dad might have ate a sardine sandwich. Yeah. He likes sardines. But what do you think, ladies? Did you think any of those would hit it off, like the cured shark meat?
What was the first one again?
It doesn't say where it comes from, unfortunately, but it's a dumpling filled with blood.
Oh.
Doesn't say what kind of blood.
Can I just say, without hurting anybody's feelings, that we do have standards?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I imagine you do.
You don't want. That's my opinion. Is we have standards.
Well, you don't want a bunch of leftover food.
Oh no,
right?
no.
Especially if it's shark meat.
Ooh, boy.
Yeah. Now in Europe, I know in Ireland, blood pudding is very big.
Oh. Okay.
In England, blood pudding is like you have that with your breakfast.
I'm starving. Nope.
No, I didn't have any.
I'll stick to beef and potatoes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, you do have a great kitchen at Off-Broadway, and none of these things would be a part of that. But
no,
I just wanted your reaction on it.
Okay. Well, you got the reaction.
It's just kind of a breakfast show questionnaire.
So what is on the menu today? Do you know? You probably don't know. That was kind of a loaded question there. Put you on the spot.
Today what it is. So.
Tomorrow's roast beef.
Yeah.
You know
hey,
that.
There you go. There you go.
Oh, roast beef's good because you can have roast beef sandwiches afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mayo, cheese.
Every Wednesday is roast beef and mashed potatoes and gravy and a vegetable. And
ooh.
It's a big hit.
And then on Sunday at lunch, it's always fried chicken, mashed potatoes, vegetable, and pie. So
now, how can you go wrong with those two lineups?
Yeah, no, can't.
Nope.
I don't know. You know, the dumpling filled with blood could be a side dish.
Hell, it could.
I have regulations.
Yeah.
So you have some notes with you. There's some things you wanted to talk about besides what I brought up.
Yeah, what's for dinner?
Yeah. So jump right in. What's going on?
Well, I did want to announce that the Facebook drawing winner was Alan Porter. He is the winner of the July's drawing. And Alan, please get a hold of us for the details to be able to get your winning.
It was for the camp spot at Davis.
Yes.
Oh,
Davis Creek. Yeah.
Yeah.
Davis
Nice.
Creek.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Alan, congratulations.
Yes.
And be sure to go and enjoy that. That's quite a nice campground.
Yep.
Jody,
it
you
is.
spend some time there, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. Yeah. And the fish there's fish in there, right?
I think so. Haven't been able to catch much this year, but I think they're there.
They've been hiding from you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Avoiding me.
Yeah. So that's a great prize. And you continue to do great things to, encourage people to come and take a look at, take a tour. As we said last time you were here and probably the time before, because summer is just almost flying by, we're going to be looking at fall before you know it. And why not talk to you folks now about moving in to Off-Broadway before it gets cold and snowy and windy and all of the things that seems like we just got through.
Yeah.
But you don't want to move during that period of time if you don't have to. I mean, it can be done, but
Yeah.
So what do you have for availability right now?
Well, we have a couple of apartments available. We do have a 2-bedroom available, which isn't going to last for very long. So if that's something you want to, come in and talk to us about and take a look at, we would love to have you there and to, show you around. And, it's not very often you get a 2-bedroom availability. Right. So,
well, and even if you're there and you just use the 1 bedroom for sleeping, the spare bedroom can be a sewing room or, whatever hobby that you might have.
Yep.
Or you have a spare bed in there for company. And
maybe a Husker room.
There you go.
I was thinking about a fish display,
Oh,
like aquariums.
that would be cool.
I suppose you'd have to get that passed by the powers that be. Jody might have to. How many gallon of aquarium are you going to put in there?
Yeah, I was just going to say, that would have to be ran by me first.
Yeah. How about a dinosaur collection?
Well, since I haven't had that question yet, I'd have to look at it and see what the policy is.
Okay. All right.
So how many questions have we posed to you here on the Breakfast Show that have been questions you've never been asked before?
In the years that I've done it, there's been quite a few questions you guys have asked. So.
And how many of those questions that we ask over the years that you've been coming in, Jody, did you really deep inside want to answer in another way?
I plead the fifth.
Okay. So you got 2 bedrooms and single bedrooms available?
Yes.
Okay. Take us through the process here as to how somebody out there is listening and they go, I might be kind of interested in that. What do they do?
So you can either call and talk to either Jody or myself, and we can set up a tour. And if you want to come in and have lunch, some ice cream, I will show you around. You can kind of get a look at everything. And then if it's something that you're interested in, right now we're doing a $99 special move-in, which is a really good deal.
Yeah.
And so, you put down your deposit in that $99 and you'll be able to move in. So.
Okay. Now, I don't know if you noticed, I had a card here from Mom down in Arkansas. That'd be Brent's mom and dad live down there, but they've adopted yours truly. It says you're now the favorite adopted son. So how old are you again, Brent?
I'm 53.
53. And how old is what clicks, how old do you have to be able to stay at Off-Broadway?
55 and older.
Okay, so in 2 years, Brent, you could move in Off-Broadway so the folks could move into your house.
And be your neighbors?
Yeah.
Oh, my.
But how old are you, Dave?
I'm a little older than 53. But I probably there's probably a point in time where, Joan and I might, think about that. Fortunately, we seem to be getting along okay, but I mean, the last 20 years of your life, you never know exactly what's going to happen, right?
Very true.
Last 30 years even, really. I mean, is your health going to hold up? Are you going to be able to take care of the house? Can I still count on Joan feeding the cats daily? Things like that. So you never know. So it'd be a good idea to come and take a look. And, but I was thinking about if Shelley and Brett would move into Off-Broadway when they're 55, then Mom and Dad from Arkansas could move into the house next door and they could be my neighbors.
So, Brent, let me help you out here a little bit with that.
Okay.
So I might still be administrator at that time. So if you come in to do that evaluation, we can always find some reason that you're still able to stay home and do just fine.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Jody.
Just for you.
Appreciate you.
I won't do that all the time.
I bet not. But I bet you do talk about what at home are you having trouble with now?
Correct.
Right?
Yep.
Because you don't have a lawn to worry about. We do the snow removal.
Right.
You don't have to paint the house. You don't have to worry about, the upkeep of the actual home, which is always a bigger deal than you think it is.
Oh, yeah.
If you own a home, you got something to do, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So, you have that discussion with your folks. What don't you like to do at home that we take care of here? And, that might be a good place to start.
Yes.
A lot of people don't realize once you give up having to cook those 3 meals a day, doing the laundry, the housekeeping, worrying about that yard or whatever, then they realize it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah. Plus, you get if you happen to be living alone, then you have companionship when you eat a meal.
Right.
Yes.
You have somebody to maybe play some cards with and socialize with. And that's pretty healthy rather than being in the living room by yourself every day, right?
Yes, that socialization, I'll say it again, is very important for everybody.
It's really big, yeah. I don't know if you know this or not, but Dad, my adopted dad in Arkansas, gave me a shirt when he was here for Brent's daughter's wedding. He actually gave us both shirts.
Yes. Yeah, I will say that, yeah, he actually gave me one too, which I'm thankful for. Because he's my dad.
Well, if you want to, if you don't have enough closet space now at where you live, you're probably going to have adequate space at Off-Broadway when you move there.
We do have big closets.
You have big closets, so you could hang that shirt along with your others there and not worry about getting it real wrinkled. So then when we get together and wear the shirts at the same time, we'll both have non-wrinkled shirts.
So I'm gonna skip the Brent's evaluation, but I want to go to yours. So,
when you have Dave's evaluation for moving in Off-Broadway, will you invite me to sit in on that, please?
You bet.
Thank you.
You just want to sit there, or do you want to be the fly on the wall, mouse in the corner? I mean, we could play it either way.
Yeah. Just maybe off in the corner to observe.
Okay.
How's that?
Take notes.
Well, I don't like that sort of thing. I'm getting a little worked up over annual health check. That after you're 65, when you're 65, then you have to have an annual health check if you are receiving Medicare, right?
Okay.
So they start asking you these questions.
Okay.
They make you feel uncomfortable?
They make me very, very uncomfortable. Spell church backwards. Where's the hand on the clock? What time is it? I mean, these kinds of questions are unsettling because I don't get all of them right. And then the next time you go back, they have this, last time you knew how to spell church backwards, but this time you don't.
Maybe it's just the stress that everybody's under.
Well, that's stressful. Yeah, you're right. You don't ask any questions like that, do you?
No.
Okay, see. So the questions you ask, you say, let's show you around and see if you're comfortable with this. We don't have any, you don't have to spell church backwards to live here, right?
Right.
Darn government. Brent, maybe you better continue this.
Well, maybe the best place to go is there anything else that you wanted to share with our listeners before you go?
Yeah, so we were talking about the Facebook drawings. We don't know how much longer we're going to do them, so you might want to get on them while they last. The next one starts on August 1st. And that will be for a projector that has Wi-Fi and Bluetooth with it. So be on the lookout for that. Okay. Let's see. July 27th, we'll be at the parade with the residents. Mark your calendars for August 27th. We will be having our very own R.P. Smith performing, and we will be giving out root beer floats, and that's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, now that's great. R.P. Smith and a root beer float. I'm in on that, man. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
They'll love that. They'll love that. That's Americana.
And that's August 27th.
27th.
Okay.
Yep.
August 27th. Okay. July 27th, the parade. You'll be at the parade.
Correct.
Okay. All right. Go ahead, Brent. Conduct the interview. I'm lost, man. I can't even think.
In his mind, he's trying to spell church backwards.
He's speechless.
Yeah. When was the last time you had that happen? Wow. Mark this on your calendar.
I was just making a page for it myself.
I'm just sitting here trying to spell church backwards.
So go ahead.
I can't.
Yeah.
You can't?
Dave's mind is occupied.
My brain just doesn't work that way.
Anything else, ladies, that you want to add? Or did we touch on everything you want to talk about?
July 30th, we're going to have swimming for seniors. So watch our Facebook page for that information, and we'll get flyers out for that.
Yes. Great.
So,
all right.
2 more years, and you can go swimming.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah, I guess so.
So, are you like me, and you ain't been that age for quite some time? You ain't been able to do that for quite some time?
Do what?
Be of age to go somewhere and do something.
Yeah. Well, it was just a few years ago I was finally tall enough to ride a roller coaster at Worlds of Fun. So
I know the struggle with that one.
I waited so many years to finally be able to be above the bar to ride the Orient Express. It was great.
Well, the reason I ask is because sometimes if I get carded for some crazy reason, I always, as I'm handing them my ID, I'll tell them I ain't been of age for quite some time.
There you go.
That works. Let's see. That's very complicated because if I'm looking at it correctly, there's actually 2 H's in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what if I get
don't end in C?
Well, no. You got 2 C's and 2 H's. How are you going to do that backwards? What do you get them turned around?
Oh boy! Did we mention everything? This is the time you're paying for, so I want to make sure you mention everything you wanted to. Are we good?
Yes. I think we're good.
All right. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.
Can't wait to see how Dave transitions out of this to whatever is next.
I might give Temple a chance.
What?
Backwards on church.
Spell temple backwards?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it. We're waiting.
Or
what about stop?
Oh, I don't know that word.
Now that's a good segue right there.
That really is. That really is. Way to go. Okay. They just set up an appointment, walk in, talk to you guys anytime, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm trying to find a country song here. Do you guys have country songs you like, a particular artist?
Whatever
If you can't answer that question right away, you're not going to pass the test.
I didn't know it was a test. I didn't prepare.
How about the church on the Cumberland Road?
There you go.
Spell that backwards.
Oh, I didn't spell it right putting it in. Forget it. I'm going to go with some kind of what they call Americana. It's a mix of rock, blues, folk, country. It's Charles Wesley Godwin called Family Ties.
Tied down with a full heart, live my wild days from an early those family ties.
Right. That's one we're playing on KBBN 95.3 FM. That could quite easily be played on either station. Got really good sound to it, doesn't it?
It does.
Did you like
yeah,
it?
Good song. Yeah, I did like it. Yeah.
Temple. E-L-P-M-E-T. I cheated, though. If you write it
Will
down.
you say that again?
No, I won't. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Okay.
I'm not going to do when I go to that test, when I go to have that health test, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I don't know what they do to you. Do you not pass and you don't get your benefits anymore?
I don't know.
I'm just not doing it. My wife's been saying, Dave, just settle down. I'm just. She said you're all worked up over this.
Well, maybe we can kind of prepare you when you know that you're going in for it. Maybe we can kind of help prepare you and help you practice. And we'll throw out some words like the two you just mentioned. We'll throw out some other words and have you practice spelling things backwards.
Well, I'm not going to go play, I'm not going to, it's not like Jeopardy. I'm not going to practice for it. I don't know what questions they're going to ask.
That's all right, Dave.
Okay.
Yeah. You're going to be just fine. You are just fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine. They'll put me away.
Hey, we had a caller call in about what was that food that you mentioned? The first one?
Well, it's spelled BLODPALT.
Okay.
You see, bodplot?
Okay. Well, we had a caller call in and give us a little more information.
Blodpot.
Apparently, it's barley flour dumpling. Various animal blood was, I guess various animal blood can be used, was originally, according to this, reindeer blood.
No.
Yeah.
No, you don't kill a reindeer to put in a dumpling.
But apparently it's a typical traditional dish from eastern Finland is where it comes from. So thank you for calling in. I was curious as to just kind of what exactly that was.
I'm not sure Santa Claus would go for that. I mean, if Dancer ended up in a dumpling, wow, that's terrible. Now, I got 2 armbands to the bull riding coming up on Monday, the Custer County Classic. And I'm just going to open up the phone line right now and see if anybody will call in and say, yes, I've ridden a bull.
I've been on the back of a bull.
I've been on a bull.
All right. And share your experience with us. And
there's guys out there that probably still ride bulls in competition. You can call in. But a lot of us would have, well, I rode a bull once.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right.
Give it a try that one time. And after 6 weeks of therapy at the hospital, those guys that get on those bulls are crazy.
Yeah.
So anyway, 872-2801, give us a call. And if you've ridden a bull, you're eligible. And if we don't get a call within a couple minutes here, then we'll open it up to those of you who have ridden the mechanical bull.
Ah, okay.
And then if we don't get anybody that's ridden a mechanical bull, we'll go to a steer.
Oh, you're just going to work your way down?
Oh, the phone is ringing right now.
Oh, good.
Good morning. You're on the air. Who are we talking to?
This is Janice Noziska.
Oh, Janice.
Janice. Have you been on a bull?
Well, okay, so this was like really broad that you put it out there.
Okay.
You didn't say the size of the bull.
Well, true.
That's true. We did not.
Correct.
So we have cattle ourselves, and so when we are branding and going through that, inevitably somebody rides one of the calves before they are worked. And so I will say that I have done that before. It was not pretty.
I was going to ask you if there's video evidence of this.
There is not. Thank goodness.
Well, yeah. Well, I think that qualifies, don't you,
I
Brent?
think so, yes. So all right, so we're gonna put your name on a couple of wristbands, and this will get you into the Custer County Classic Bull Riding, which is, well, I guess it would be this coming Monday now at the Custer County Fair. So come on out and see us, and you can pick them up.
That's great, as long as I don't have to ride anything ever again.
Oh, I don't think you do. Has your husband ever ridden a mechanical bull or anything like that?
Not that I have witnessed, no. But that would be kind of comical and dangerous at the same time.
Well, yeah, no kidding. Well, enjoy the bull riding.
Will do. Thank you so much.
You bet. Thank you. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
She's right. We didn't say
correct
the size of bull, and I'm sure just kind of hop on one just for fun, or and then if they're working cattle, they probably wouldn't be a bull any longer.
Okay.
Ren, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
You just...
Oh, Jack.
I love you.
I love you too, man. Jack, come on over here. We're going to put you to work writing down names.
Oh, good.
And I think Jack is going to jump in deep into the pool of Party Line today.
Yeah, we're training Jack to be the new Party Line host, and kind of introduced him to things yesterday, and he comes up to me a few minutes ago and says, "You know what, Bryn, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to just do Party Line." So we're going to just let him go at it today at 10:30. I'll set in and help you if you have any questions, but we'll just kind of let Jack run the show today.
A lot of times when people get into the radio business and they start doing their own show, Jack, they change their names for the particular show or for their on-air name. And I've just been I kind of have a habit around here of giving people who work here nicknames. Happy Appy, different things with Bren. I've had different names for him over the years, and sometimes
yeah, you have.
Sometimes I couldn't say them on the air, but
I was gonna say I had only worked here about a month and made a major mistake.
Oh, no.
He had a name for me that day.
Yeah, I did. And then Bob Bowles, we tagged Buffalo Bob Bowles on him.
Bob had several names at times.
Oh, I had some real good names for him, yeah. So I'm trying to think of a radio name for you, and I don't think this one's probably going to work, but I was thinking, Dive In with Delbert.
Dive In with Delbert.
Delbert?
Yeah.
I was thinking like Blackjack Simpson.
See,
or something like that.
Younger and in college, I used to go by DJ JD because my parents call me JD because my real name is Jack Dean, but they shorten it to JD, so I always thought DJ JD. But that's tongue twister a little bit.
Kind of complicated, yeah.
Dive In with Delbert, huh?
Yeah. I'm just getting started on it. We're not gonna pin you down on it yet. And we'll have to re-sign your contract if you change your name.
Oh, yeah.
No, by the way, the salary will be less. Just kidding. Okay, are we ready?
I think we are, yeah.
I'm not.
Okay. What are we doing?
Well, we're going to give people a chance to register for the $75 cash giveaway this Friday in honor of the Thrive for 75. All brought to you by your friends at the Dairy Queen, Lines Appliance, Palmer Monument, Gateway Motors, BD, Grocery Cart, RTA's Hardware, Nebraska State Bank, Malham Medical Center, Sandhills Custom Creations, and A1 Auto in Arnold. We'll also have other sponsors that we hear about when we draw on Friday, because we have a lot of others who are participating in our birthday celebration. Before we have this drawing, though, we need to talk about cruising around.
Yeah, cruise night. Is it tonight?
Tonight.
Okay.
And there'll be music on KBBN to go along with your cruising. And there'll also be some nice things going on at the Dairy Queen for cruise night. I wrote down the time Jeremy gave me. I have it here somewhere. Brent's on his phone.
Yeah, I'm trying. I want to say this might be on our community calendar, so I'm going there to check.
It was on
7 to 9 tonight, cruise night. 7 p.m. till 9 p.m. for 2 hours. KBBN will sound a little different because it's going to be cruising around songs. And so that's tonight. Hop in your car. If you have a classic, that's great. If you don't, hop in anyway and drive around from 7 to 9, listen to some music, and stop by the Dairy Queen for some nice specials.
Yeah, and according to this information, it sounds like if you do have a classic car, they invite you out to the Dairy Queen or in that area and park it at the parking lot of the Judicial Center. And you can park there and let people come by and check out your classic car and then go cruising. So it'll be a fun evening, kind of taking you back to the old days when you went out cruising instead of staying home and looking at Twitter or Facebook on your phone.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Are you getting text already?
I got a few that came in yesterday.
Okay, that we didn't get cleared?
Yep.
All right. Very good. You were talking about kids staying home and not going out anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Certainly not like you and I did when we were growing up. I mean, cruising is what we did.
Right.
You know, if we wanted to get together with friends and kind of hang out, we just showed up downtown to see who else was there, and then you'd hop in together and you'd cruise the streets.
Right on, yeah. See who was out.
Yep.
And so you could visit and socialize. It's not all the kids' fault. A couple of kids got injured. They got shot, actually, because they were playing the game of Ding Dong Ditch, which was when you go up to the house and ring the bell and run.
Oh,
which is
okay.
probably not a good idea. But they did that, and according to the Bangor Daily News, a group of kids knocked on a man's door and ran away. When they opened the front door, he shot at him several times. And then you wonder why kids don't play outside anymore. Probably not a good idea anymore, just to go up and play those kind of pranks at people's doors, because you just don't know anymore. So be safe, cruise in your car, have some fun, crank up the radio, and pull through Dairy Queen.
Yeah, listen to KBBN while you're cruising around.
All right. Are you ready, texters? Start texting now. 870-0333. 308-870-0333. Start texting now. Robert Plant and Allison Krause together. Please read the letter right here on the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show. And Jack is writing down a lot of texts that are coming in, but please decease. Do not send any more texts. Jack will get you written down if you've gotten in, and we'll give you more chances later today on KCNI, KBBN to either text or call in, depending on how the guys decide they want to conduct themselves during their air shifts.
Professionally. I'll guarantee you that.
Of course. I just put my hand down. I hit the button. That's the show for today.
Okay.
And we'll reunite here tomorrow at 7:30 for the Get Up and Go Breakfast Show.
Reunited, and it feels so good.
Oh, boy. Mom, down in Arkansas, please help me. Please help me, Mom.
Right now, she's saying there is no help.